So, welcome back. Hello. Yes, it's me, Matt Clewes now, and I'm now joined on Zoom, of course, where else? By Reece Bahia. Hello.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
I'm not bad. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Trying to get through this muggy heat, but other than that, I'm all right.
We can't complain. We can't complain. We've been wanting it for a while, so
Well, that's it exactly. When we get it, we just have to enjoy it.
exactly. So, exciting times for you. You've just released a single called Stuck in Reverse.
That's it,
Congrats.
yeah. Thank
Um,
you. Thanks very much.
how happy are you with it?
I'm really happy with it. We've had a good response from it. It's been really nicely received. I think timing wise, we chose to release this track. We're living in a strange time at the moment, aren't we, Matt? There's
Yeah.
a lot of things going on,
Yeah.
sort of on a weekly basis in the news. So I felt like we wrote this and put it out just for people to be able to just sort of reflect and engage with it in whatever way was drew close to home with them, whether
Yeah.
it be COVID or Black Lives Matter or anything. To be fair, so yeah, there's it's been nicely received.
So, with obviously you've released a previous track, this which you was produced by Naughty Boy. Um,
That's right. Yeah.
this one as well. Was it always the plan to sort of bring it out now then, or sort of address everything that's
Um,
going on?
to be fair, I think with everything that's been going on this year, there's the plans are constantly changing.
Yeah,
And I think that's the case with everybody in all fields of work. So for me personally, just looking around and seeing what's going on in society, it felt right to put this one out. We have a catalog of hundreds of songs that we're looking to put out, and it wasn't necessarily going to be this one first, but it felt like the right time, and
yeah,
I'm happy that we chose to do that.
cool. So we've obviously got to the stage where you are now, but there's got to be something before that. Your pathway to where you are now. So let's talk a little bit about that. The
Okay.
voice and being in Thriller as well. Just,
Yeah.
I
So
mean, already not bad
the
start.
voice was a long time ago now. God, that was in like 2016, and
Yeah.
it was just an amazing experience to get some advice from that. Tom Jones is one of my idols. I was brought up listening to sort of Elvis, Tom Jones, that sort
Mhm.
of music. So to be stood in front of him and to get real sound advice and also great sort of feedback from him as well was a real pleasure and an honor. And similarly with Will I Am, Kylie. So yeah, that was great, but I kind of just spent some time working on myself and my own voice and my craft. And then yeah, I got into Thriller Live in the West End playing Michael Jackson. Again, another idol of mine. In fact, probably my biggest idol is Michael Jackson. So
Yeah.
to be able to, I mean, sing MJ 8 times a week for a couple of years was just that. It was a dream. It was tiring for sure, but it
Yeah.
was a dream. But I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do full time. I wanted to not be paying tribute to somebody forever and a day. I wanted to be my own person and one day have someone paying tribute to me. So I decided to leave and really take time to focus on my own music, my sound. And yeah, I was lucky enough to get signed by Virgin at the sort of beginning of last year, which thank God that was amazing.
So did you ever see yourself actually doing West End, or was your vision purely on writing and producing your own music?
Yeah, it's always been on my own music, to be totally honest with you. The West End was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was an amazing experience. It gave me confidence in getting on stage in front of 1,000 people every night and just not even batting an eyelid. It made performing sort of a secondhand thing to me. So for that, I'm really grateful. But no, it was never a long term career move, and my focus has always been to have my own shows rather than being in someone else's show. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. So obviously you mentioned things like Elvis, obviously getting that advice of Tom Jones. Are you now making the music like like a bit contemporary pop, R&B? Is that what you want to be doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think I always said like I don't want to sound like anybody else, but if I had to sound like people, it would be yeah, your Weekend. If you cross like the Weekend with sort of Shawn Mendes, a bit
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, and I like to take influence from everywhere, Matt. Like Prince is a huge idol of mine, so in certain tracks we have some Prince elements running through. Pharrell. Just I think there's influence to be taken in all music, so I try and pick out what I like and everything, and make that my sound.
Yeah. And like we mentioned briefly earlier, Naughty Boy produced the last track for
That's
you.
it.
What's it like working with him?
Oh, I mean, Naughty Boy is such an influential character in the music game, and I'm lucky enough to be able to call him a friend now as well. So he's very, very. I learned a lot from working with him. It was an amazing experience. We're still working together. We've got other tracks sitting there waiting to come out. Um, but no, he's just a genuinely good guy, and he looked after me. He took me under his wing almost with this song. So I'm really grateful for him and getting the chance and the opportunity to get in the studio with him and just cook up some tunes. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have obviously you been writing sort of your own music? Has it been since you were? I mean, gathering by the laugh, it's a long time.
You know what the truth is? I've been writing songs since I was probably like 6, 7 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that they were good songs. I was hardly. I wasn't writing Purple Rain when I was 8 years old. But
I mean, if you were, that'd be incredible. But
no, this is it exactly. But no, it's just I think writing and development of songs is something you just learn with practice, and you find different ways to connect with an audience using like extensive vocabulary
mm,
and just metaphors with songs. There's a lot of things that you can play with. That's the beauty of it. To be fair, there's no right answer in writing a song. There's no real formula. Just if it works, it works. If it
yeah,
doesn't work, fine, you shelf it.
I've always wondered this with songwriters. Is there a lyric that you've just written and gone, why have I done that? That is awful. Like, could you
Yeah,
think of
mate.
one off the top of your head that is just sticks
I
out?
wrote I wrote a song when I was about 8 years old, and it was about being wanting to be with a girl, and I was like, I want to be like stuck to you like glue or something like that. And I mean, at 8, mate, I was in like year 4 using Pritt sticks at school, and
Yeah.
it was terrible. Yeah, it was. I'm glad that I didn't do anything with that. That's for sure.
All the cliches.
Yeah, just it was really bad. It was really bad. I probably liked a girl or something in my class, and so yeah, it wasn't the one.
So obviously it's a song that probably wouldn't go on an album, but how close are you to maybe bringing out,
Yeah.
an EP or an album?
Um, so we're on single number 2 right now. I think we have definitely some more single releases. As I said, sort of last since I got signed, I kind of buried myself in the studio working with Naughty Boy,
Mm,
Alan Sampson, um, Lewis Gardiner, Paul Wally, a lot of great producers that have amazing sort of credits. Just creating a good catalog of music that I can then pick and choose from. I felt like that was the best strategy to be prepared. And I mean, this COVID um, sort of lockdown happening, which has put the music industry on hold and sessions on hold, it was a blessing in disguise, really, that we spent last year doing that, because this last 6 months, creativity and having the ability to produce and record and write in sessions has just been non-existent. So
yeah,
I'm glad that we have that sort of catalog of music. But I think as far as an EP coming out, it's probably going to be next year
yeah,
sometime. And it will hopefully be an album format. We have enough music to make
yeah.
multiple albums. So yeah, that's the plan.
So obviously going forward after that, are we when we can do it, obviously, gigging, tour,
Oh yeah,
shows.
mate, 100%. That's my biggest thing that I'm looking forward to, is getting back on a stage. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah,
Festivals, be it indoor shows, small, big. I want to get back out there and just sing. To be totally
yeah,
honest with you, sing my
yeah.
songs.
So, and if there was one last thing I was going to ask you, who, if you haven't worked with yet, if they could pick absolutely anyone that's still around today, who would you pick to be like, get in the studio tomorrow? I want to do something.
Anyone in the world,
Anyone in the world, absolutely anyone.
alive or dead?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's go both. Let's go both. Either or.
so I would say if it was anybody, I would pick Prince. I
Yeah,
think the guy's musical ability and his ability to work in a studio. I mean, he played like 30 instruments or something stupid like
yeah,
that, and
mental.
to be able to sit and just watch him at work would be an absolute honor. Alive now, probably. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that are great. Bruno Mars. I'd
Yeah,
probably work with him. I'd probably get in the studio with him. I think the way he writes and his sort of creative mechanism on his albums and stuff is just insane. So I'd love
Yeah,
to sit in on that.
amazing. Well, Reece, I have picked your track, Stuck in Reverses, of my future anthem this week. So we're going to play it right now. Please
I
introduce it
appreciate that,
for
Matt.
us.
Thank you.
No worries at all.
Okay, so this is my latest single. It came out 2 weeks ago. It was produced by Tremaine and written by myself. This song is called Stuck in Reverse, and I hope you like it.